Welcome to the second chapter. In the first chapter, we got some basic workflow of image post-production, such as fixing camera angle, sky replacement, adding reflection, color and lighting adjustment, improv details, and more. In this chapter, we will work on another exterior render shot, but with some more different tips and conditions, and adding some different effects like change climate to overcast, rainy mood, and add or remove some elements in the scene. Alright, let's start. In first chapter, we assumed we don't access other render elements such as Z-depth, alpha channel, or reflection, refraction, or other render elements. Also, our image was 8 or 16-bit, but in this chapter, we will get familiar with 32-bit render image files, tips and tricks, how to manage them, keep gamma corrections, and so on. As you see, I already rendered Evermotion Arc Exterior another volume, and we have different render passes here. The RGB color is our color image information, and I will mention during the works we need some other render elements like render ID, reflection, refraction, Z-depth, and of course alpha channel. In some cases you have files which include alpha channel, but in this example my alpha channel is separate file. When I'm opening my file, which from file open or dragging file into the Photoshop, as you see my file format is EXR and it is 32-bit. We don't have here alpha channel information, so it doesn't matter set on as transparency or as alpha channel. I just press OK. When I was rendering my file in 3D Studio Max with V-Ray renderer, my gamma was much different than this final render shot as you see here. If you notice that my overall light intensity increased much more and details are not visible. So first of all, I recommend you to decrease your image color depth. To do that, go to Image menu, Mode, and you could choose between 16-bit or 8-bit. I personally prefer to use 16-bit, and in the final export, convert it to 8-bits channel. So select 16 bits. We have here different methods, something like highlight compression or equalize histogram, but we don't need to change them all. By default, we have local adaptation, and if I enable or disable preview, as you see, it doesn't so different. Of course, you could set some changes like saturation set on 0, and we don't need radius or strength or even details. It doesn't matter. I won't change the major differences here, so press OK. Again, before we start tweaking our image file, better to duplicate it. So I drag my layer into create new layer and convert it to smart object. Now go to image menu, adjustment, and exposure. Here I know my file gamma correction value is 0.5. This is my original gamma. So I set on 0.5 and OK. Again, before do anything, save as to have a backup file, file, save as, and I save it my exterior _02. Make sure you selected save file type as PSD and layers are on, and save. OK.